Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. So I'm reading for Taurus energy today. You don't have to be Taurus sun for this to resonate. You could have Taurus in your chart. You could be associating, that feels very formal, associating with a Taurus. And it's funny because some of the stuff that I'm getting through associating sounds like it fits. If you want to go and check out your birth chart, there's a link in the description below if you don't know all your placements. And if this reading doesn't resonate, maybe check out some of your other placements. It's a general reading, it's not a personal reading. Some things are going to fit, some things aren't. Use your own intuition to guide you. If you enjoy the reading, leave me a like, and thank you to everybody who has already subscribed and who are actively supporting the channel. Really appreciate it. If you want to leave me a comment, go right ahead, I'd love to read them. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. It helps out the channel and it's absolutely free to do. You can also hit that notification bell to know when my readings go up. Taurus and friends. I feel very formal. I feel kind of like I'm giving a speech. So I don't know if you're in some sort of situation where you're asked to be very formal all of a sudden, but I'm kind of getting, because I'm tuning into Taurus energy using the Hierophant card, which is Taurus in the tarot. I'm really drawn to his hand today. He looks like he's signaling something. It's kind of like, what was I getting? Are you forgetting something? So the first thing that came through was like, it's somebody who's like, are you forgetting something? Is there anything you've forgotten? Do you need to look again, kind of thing? So I don't know if this is some kind of like teacher energy coming through, or parent energy that's like, are you sure that you've finished? Are you sure you finished your homework? Is there anything else that you've forgotten to do? It's that kind of energy of like the kid did the test brilliantly but didn't put the name on it. So it's like, is there anything else you need to remember? So it's also coming through a little bit of tailspin from Aries' reading, which tailspin sounds, it just came out and it's, again, feels totally accurate. Some of the things I say without meaning to say them fit the reading so well. So coming out of the tailspin of Aries' reading, it's like, because I saw the Justice card as well as I was kind of tidying the cards away. And so the Justice card and the Hierophant card together give me kind of like visas, passports, driving licenses. It's like paperwork energy, like contracts. So it's like, are you sure you've done everything? Have you signed on the dotted line? Have you included all the clauses? Have you got your tickets? Have you got your money? Have you got your passport? Have you got your driver's license? It's like, have you got everything you need? Did you get your keys? Did you pack this? Did you pack that? So if you're doing something, it could be helpful to make a list, very Taurus. It could be helpful to make a list of things that you need to remember. But yeah, I'm getting this. It seems to be the question that's being asked of you. Is there anything you've forgotten? Is there anything you need to, it's like, think again, think about it again, because you'll remember something, whatever it is for you, right? Also getting like signals or signaling. He's kind of saying around the back. So I don't know, because the Hierophant is a very governmental kind of a serious kind of public figure type energy. So it's sort of like the work face, right? The persona that you put on at work, perhaps, although I know a lot of Tauruses who are very much themselves in the workplace. But it's that kind of, I can't be seen to be doing you any favors right now because I'm wearing my public face, but meet me around the back later and I'll sort you out. I'll hook you up. It's that kind of energy. So I don't know if this is you or somebody around you. It's kind of like you're trying to give somebody a signal, or they're trying to give you a signal. It's like, meet me around the back. I'm getting bike sheds as well, so I don't know what that's about. Meet me at the bike sheds, like a teacher who's like, yeah, I can't tell you this as a teacher, but if I tell you it outside of school, like, it's a different thing. It's kind of like what you can do and say in certain places and what you can do and say on your own time, something like that. So it's like, meet me around the back later. Like it's got that kind of energy to it. So I don't know what that is. The Hierophants are very play by the rules energy, but again, knowing a lot of Tauruses, you don't always play by the rules. It's like you write the rule book, right? You write the rule book, you make the rules, and you make your own rules. So your rules may differ to the rules of the other people around you. What's coming through for you is quite funny, which is quite nice because Aries was really tricky. When I started out Aries' reading, like their energy's been kind of like a block for me, like an emotional block. There was something really difficult I was dealing with Aries energy, but by the end of the reading, it's like a situation ended and they could breathe again and they could smile again. So going into your reading, I'm coming into it kind of with a much more playful, smiley energy. There's kind of an interplay there as well with Aries had something about not being able to see what was happening behind the scenes, like not being able to see the official discussion. So it's like you're coming through this energy of like, oh, I was in the room. They're kind of giving me what's that show? It's like a musical about Hamilton. There's a scene in Hamilton, without giving too many spoilers if you haven't seen it, where there's a discussion happening behind closed doors. So it's like a behind closed doors discussion, but you seem to be coming out of it, and again, flip it and reverse it if it's somebody around you, coming out of it saying, oh, I can't tell you anything. It's secretive. It's official. You know, I can't tell you anything. Meet me around about later. I'll come around to your house for a cup of tea and I'll tell you what happened. And she's like, shh, don't tell anyone. It's got that kind of energy to it. So it's interesting to me. So I sort of feel like Aries is going to find out what they wanted to know. So okay, let's go. So Tuesday, Taurus energy, Taurus Tuesday. I'm actually doing this on Tuesday, which is nice. Taurus Tuesday. So apologies if your reading does go up a little bit late. Again, I had a bit of a blockage going into Aries' reading, so their reading's late and it's going to have a knock-on effect. But hopefully we'll be back on track now. Okay, what's coming through? Taurus for today. Taurus. No place like home. This is the penis house. Taurus. It's like, it's ugly, but it's mine. It's ugly, but I love it. I'm not calling anyone out. There's a lot of love here. It's the King of Cups. So there's something to do with a place that feels like home to you. It could be your workplace. I'm getting a lot of work for you, but I think it's just Taurus energy. A home, work, some kind of situation which is like, do you know what? It may not be to everybody's taste. It may not appeal to everybody, but I think it's very beautiful. I've made it home. I've made it my own. You can see it's like all decorated. Like people have like done this beautiful kind of paint work on it. It kind of makes me think of a story I heard about, I think it was somewhere in Italy, which is funny because Italy came through for Aries as well, about this lady, it could be Greece as well, that kind of area. This old lady who used to go around and she used to like paint these beautiful kind of flower patterns on the, like around the doorways and windows in the whole town kind of thing. It was like, and it became a beautiful feature of this town, all this beautiful kind of flower work that was painted on the front of all these places. So again, it could be talking about, it came through for somebody last week where it was coming through like Vienna waits for you. People who perhaps are retired but still looking for looking to do something of value, especially of value to their community. It could be something coming through with that. There's a lot of love there, like deep love, like a lot of sentimental value to whatever this situation is for you or for around you. False person in reverse and thief. This kind of gives me why is it in reverse though? Because the false person would be like, watch out, there's somebody's being false around you again. But I was getting that thing about like the public face, or the, you know, being in a certain situation where you have to be a certain way but actually being like bending the rules for a friend or something like that. But it's kind of giving me, it's in reverse, and it's not, I want to say it's not that somebody's not being false. Because she does actually strike me as being this woman here. I don't know if somebody's like been incriminated in something, but like they were just standing by. They were just there at the time. They didn't see it happening. Maybe there's something you're dealing with, like theft or something, and you're trying to work out who is involved and who was just there. This feels like somebody who was just there. And like sometimes as well, like you can get people who, it could be like, you know, somebody who wasn't involved but they witnessed it and didn't say something, or somebody who didn't say something but they had like a different reason for not saying it. It wasn't part of this, you know, like they were false, but it was about a different situation, something like that. Definitely with this like round the back energy. Feels like false blame or something. It feels like a misunderstanding, or like somebody getting blamed for something that they didn't do but they were just kind of there, or something like that, or like they didn't know what they were involved in. Okay, Taurus Tuesday. Like, yes, I did lie, but I was lying for a different reason. I didn't know about this situation. This was what was going on for me. It's just a coincidence that these two things look like they were, it's like two situations, but they look like they were the same situation, but they were completely different. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm hearing, what tangled webs we weave. There were a couple of signs. I feel like Scorpio and Capricorn got this kind of like spider web energy. Last week, it felt like there was a confrontation between those two signs, where it's like, why are you lying? Like, are the threads unraveling? Or daughter spirit. So I do feel like there is an opportunity for a more spiritual or a more peaceful resolution to be made here, especially because you're the Hierophant. So it's like, it's kind of like taking the high road. A song that was playing for me the other day when I was asking for songs for readings this week was And We Both Take the Win by Wolf Alice. No hard feelings, baby. There'll be no bad blood. Losing your love has been hard enough. Life can be short, but life can be sweet. No hard feelings, baby, next time we meet. So it's like, no hard feelings. It was a misunderstanding, no hard feelings. Feels like that, like a spiritual resolution to something. Not necessarily like religious, but like a more higher vibrational, a more like taking the high road kind of thing, like taking the noble, dealing with it in a noble way, you know? Almost like, because also people will think well of you if you handle things well. You know, we can get into resolution, we can get into conflict, we can get into situations where we get called out. And a lot of the time, it's how you handle it that's really important, because everybody makes mistakes and everybody knows that everybody makes mistakes. But if you go into it and you're like, oh, I didn't make a mistake, it wasn't me, it was all their fault, I hate that person now, I'm going to fight with them, you know, you look like the bad person. Where if you go into it like, oh, I hold my hands up, yeah, I didn't handle that the best possible way. Do you know, in hindsight, I've learned from that. I'm not going to make that mistake again. I'm sorry to those I let down. It's you know, no hard feelings, you know, let's get on with things. You're going to be better thought of, right? Especially if it's a work situation. Okay, 9 card spread, please, for... No, not this deck. Interesting. Very interesting. I keep coming out with this like Russian accent. I don't know if it's just because Villanelle's back on, because a lot of the time I pick up on things that a lot of people are watching. You know, like if there's a new movie out, or everybody's watching a certain TV show, I start channeling it. So I keep talking in this really bad Russian accent. So I'm sorry, I don't mean to offend anyone. It just keeps, it's part of channeling, I think. Ace of Swords, 9 of Pentacles. Tower in reverse. Oh, Winded Warrior. Lovers. Hey, baby. That's what I like to see, Taurus, being a fellow sign ruled by Venus. Oh, Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords. And the King of Cups. There he is. Whoop, there he is. Oh, and there you are, Hierophant. Big, strong energy coming in the future energy. Look at that. Wow. Big, strong daddy energy. Okay, Taurus, calm down. yeah, you're handling things really well. You're handling things like a boss. You're handling things like a daddy. So I don't know if I'm reading for somebody who's male or female, by the way, or you know, however you identify gender wise. You're just coming in with this kind of like boss daddy, boss bitch energy. Um, it could be something to do with your own father, like a paternal figure, but it's coming through as your energy. So really, really nice. I like this. Feels safe. Feels safe. Like, looking at these cards, what I get from them personally is like, I feel safe. I feel loved. I feel like somebody's taking care of me. I feel like I'm part of something protective. Uh, really, really nice energy. The Emperor, the Hierophant, and the King of Cups. Like, these two together can be a little bit patriarchal, a little bit oppressive, a little bit controlling, a little bit like old-fashioned man, you know. But with the addition of the King of Cups, deep emotions there, lots of love, compassion, very nice energy. And the good thing is the Tower's in the reverse up there. And like the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords, this is new energy, it's fresh energy, it's the truth, it's passion, it's something new and something exciting, where you have clarity over it. The Lovers card right there in the middle could definitely be, we could be talking about somebody who you have a lot of love for. You could be talking about somebody, you know, your person, your partner. You know, just the need for somebody who loves you deeply and really cares about you and provides that feeling of stability and safety. It really is, especially with this card up here, it really is that feeling of like, sorry, they gave, as I was about to say something, they drew my attention. Something going on in my chest. Sorry, I'll come back to that in a second because they're interrupting. There's something with this Tower in reverse. It's like a sigh of relief. I'm feeling a lot of like tension and compression in my chest, like the wind's been knocked out of me. You know, like sometimes when you're really anxious or really scared and it's hard to breathe. It's hard to breathe. I'm stuttering now. So I don't know if you had a situation where there was a lot of fear, especially with like storm warning coming through for Aries for Monday. It's kind of like a sense of panic. Is the storm going to hit us? But then with the Tower in reverse, it's got this feeling of like it blowing over. So whatever that storm was for, I feel like for Monday, which is a shame my reading's going up late, but for Aries, it's like it blows over. And then it's like, we're safe. Like the house is still standing. Like we're safe, the family's safe. Like it just feels safe and loved. Okay, so what have we got here? 1, 2, 3 major arcana, 4 if you count the Hierophant, which is your energy. Feels paternal, it feels loving, it feels safe, it feels protective. If we could be talking about some kind of again, some kind of workplace that's got your back. It's like maybe being accused of something in work, and then going to HR or going to the manager. You know, if this isn't a specific person, it's like a body around you, going into this thing and being like, don't worry, we've got your back. We don't blame you for this. We'll work this out. And feeling secure and feeling like you've got that backup. Because when we start your reading over here, there's something we've got this the wounded warrior here. This is somebody who's injured, and this is in your thoughts, in your mental space. So feeling mentally like something's been very taxing on you, feeling like you've been dealing with something mentally for a very, very long time. It's the need for rest, it's the need for recovery. But it's this feeling of like something being long and dragged out, and it's been mentally exhaustive for you. Feeling like there's no end in sight, kind of, with whatever this is. He is looking at the Lovers. He is looking forward to the Lovers energy. So it could be expecting, again, it doesn't have to be literal lovers, but it's like something that your heart is choosing, something that you feel divinely guided to. Like it's like almost like your heart's calling, what your heart is calling out for. So wanting something and thinking about something a lot, maybe not seeing the devil, it's just like can't get it off your mind. You've been expecting it. It's long and drawn out. Emotionally, you're reaching some kind of emotional truth. Like it could be an epiphany within you, like a realization of something. This is kind of like in your past, right? It's kind of, the reading goes this way. So it could be recent past, it could be distant past, it could be where you are right now, moving into this energy. So just be aware of that. This is some kind of like emotional epiphany, emotional truth, emotional clarity. So having emotional clarity, but mentally being like, I'm still in this. Three of Wands shows me that you've made some sort of decision. It could be a decision about the past. He's kind of looking back. Made some kind of decision, but again, it's this waiting energy. So I'm really getting waiting for something here in the past. Waiting for your ships to come in. Waiting for a return on your investment. Waiting for your hard work to pay off. Waiting for that opportunity to open up. Yeah, just real kind of waiting, but it's almost like the waiting is draining, or the waiting is the difficult thing. But I feel like you've been patient, you've been persistent with something. So here in your current energy, emotionally, you've got this feeling of independence. So whatever that realization was, that emotional truth was, it's causing you to feel very, very capable with this Nine of Pentacles. I like this energy. Very capable. It's Capricorn energy. I can handle it. I've got what it takes to make it on my own. They're giving me, I think it's I can't make it on my own, which is interesting because I'm getting you can make it on your own, but it's that song, can't make it on my own, I give it all to you. So you could have had some kind of emotional need to be more independent in a situation. Again, you can be in a perfectly loving relationship, perfectly stable home, but feel very stifled. This is quite a stifling, controlling energy. Even when it's positive, it's still very much like this person has the authority, like you're under this person's wing. So sometimes even in a situation that's very loving and very supportive and very stable, very secure and safe, you can sometimes be like, this is brilliant, but I need to spread my own wings right now. I need to figure out what I can do. So it's like almost like getting out of the nest and kind of like learning to use your own wings, knowing that that nest is there and it's stable and you can go back to it. As I say this, there's a crow flying around outside my window. So yeah, it's like you needed to emotionally, it's like you had this need to kind of spread your own wings. It's the Guardian and the Gate card. So the Nine of Pentacles, it's very independent, but at the same time, she's in a place where she feels secure. She's in the rose garden, right? And there's a whole world out there to explore. So I am getting this kind of like feeling very comfortable, but feeling like you need to explore what's out there. It's not even like other options. It's just like, I need to see what I can do. Mentally then, this Lovers card. So the angel on this card represents feeling divinely guided, feeling like you've got, you know, like your soul is being called towards something where you have deep love for it. Because again, this is like deep, deep love, deep, deep emotions, deep love, deep emotions. Whatever this is, you're recognizing mentally that it really, really matters to you, right? This is where I'm meant to be. This is what I'm meant to be doing. This is what my emotional truth is. And then mentally being like, this is like the mental recognition of what you've been feeling here, I want to say. Could definitely be feeling divinely guided to a certain person. If it's this person, I can see why, because this is, especially if you do identify as very, very, you know, typically female, this is very typically male. So it's like the kind of partner that you would want is supportive, stable, fatherly, loving, guiding. Could definitely be a Scorpio that you're dealing with. You've got double Taurus here. This is Scorpio. This is my Scorpio Emperor, even though it can also be Aries. I don't know, take it as it will. This is Gemini. So yeah, and then feeling really in your action space here, feeling very, very awake, feeling very passionate, feeling very excited, feeling like you've got an idea of what you want to do. It's kind of like that spark being lit inside you, like the motivation to get up and do something. So it's very, very early. This feels like early stages, but it's like you with that emotional clarity, with this kind of like divinely guided recognition of what matters to you. It's like what really matters to you. And then it's like, now I have this recognition, this mental and emotional recognition of what matters, what's important to me, what I actually want. I can take action on that now. So it's like getting out of bed and being like, I know what I've got to do. It's very action based. It's very impulsive. It's very passionate. I've got a handle on this. I've got a grip of this. I know what I'm doing. The red berries could be significant. I kind of got red berries for another reading. So yeah, then going over here into, let's clarify this future position. So this tower here, why is the tower in reverse? What's this about? It feels like close call, like, you know, the storm passing over you, and it feels like the energy of like the storm passing over you, and you're going outside and being like, wow, we got out of this completely unscathed. Knight of Wands. And Justice card. Yeah, no, it feels like the Knight of Wands is again, it's like trusting the gut, being very passionate, being very impulsive. It kind of is that Aries Sagittarius energy of like, I need to get up and move. Like, I need to get up and move. I need to burn off this energy. I need to do this thing that I'm very passionate about. I need to go towards the person that I'm very passionate about. But emotionally, it's like doing something and thinking this could go really, either doing something and thinking, God, this could go really wrong, but I'm just going to do it. Like the chips fall where they may kind of energy. And then it being like, oh my God, we dodged a bullet there. Like, thank goodness we moved when we did, we dodged a bullet, that kind of energy. Or like, the tower in reverse is, it can be, again, this being like an epiphany. This is also an epiphany, but it's almost like the storm's past, because the tower in the upright can be, you know, the rug being pulled out from under your feet, you know, a shock. It's almost like, especially with Aries, it's almost like seeing a surprise coming. I just keep getting like close call, because you acted quickly, because you responded fast. In Aries was getting this thing about first response. And then with the Justice card, it's like it could be some legality or technicality or karma attached to this. It's like justice is served, like things fall in your favor. You know, the people around you have got your back. You're in the clear because you acted quickly. It's something like this. Now I feel bad about delaying the readings a little bit, but everything happens for a reason. You know, it may be that you're meant to. It could be the universe is making it so you don't have to think about something for a long time. The universe can be like, here, we're dropping this information. You've got this window. We want you to move quickly through it. So it could be something like that. Again, with like this, like a door opening, like it's like a short time frame, a short window. You have to act quickly. Again, this is your future energy. So this could be you seeing this reading, being like, oh, I know what to do. It's like the impulse makes you avoid a tower. So what's the Emperor in your thoughts? This could represent some kind of boss or some kind of responsibilities. You have responsibilities for others. Because the Eight of Swords is mentally trapped. It's the need to use your intuition. Like, your thoughts are not going to get you out of the situation. You have to use your intuition. You have to use your impulses. Your impulses seem to be right. Whatever your impulse is telling you, I want to say trust your gut on that. Because there could be a situation where there are some rules, there are some expectations, there are some boundaries that you can't figure out how to cross. But it's almost like Aries had all tied up in their reading. Let me just get one more on that. Tell me about the Emperor and the Eight of Swords. Whoa. You could be falling out with somebody, I'm afraid. I'm getting this falling energy, like falling out, falling over. And the reason why I'm really picking up on that is because when I was looking at the card, I was like, it's almost like she needs to fall back. Like she, you know, like those trust exercises where you fall back and somebody catches you. So it's like maybe, but I didn't want to kind of say it because I wasn't sure, which was why I was pulling the other card. you are definitely being divinely guided here, and you know it. Like mentally, you know that there's some kind of wish or dream, some kind of destiny that's happening for you. My right ear is really ringing right now. And it's something that's quite healing for you as well. I feel like your fire and water energy is kind of the answer here. So whatever you have deep emotions for, because you've got this deep emotions here and here, whatever you have deep feelings for, deep emotions for, whatever matters to you is the answer, especially if you feel stuck. So don't overthink things. Don't try and kind of like, you know, I feel like this is right for me, but logic says that I should stay where I am. It's like almost like trust whatever your destiny is. Again, I'm a tarot reading and I'm not 100%, I'm not like 100% this is the answer. So trust your own instincts in this situation, because your own instincts and your own feelings seem to be telling you what to do in this situation. King of Cups. I love the King of Cups. King of Cups, like especially in this reading, like can give me, again, the different cards around give me different feelings, but seems to be coming through really nicely. Yeah, this, look, whoever this person is that you're connecting with, their support or your support, again, flip it and reverse it, the support that this person gives in the action space, it's your action space actually. The support that you give, the love that you show, the deep feelings, the affection that people can feel from you in this situation gives people around you a lot of strength and a lot of confidence. This is a very, very, very supportive role. I want to say here in the near future, you have a lot of responsibilities to those around you. You do seem to be in sort of power position or head of the family or something like this, where it's kind of like you're sat at the head of the table making decisions for others. And it's like, if you make those decisions based on a deep emotional truth, then other people are going to find the strength and support in that. So don't get too trapped in your own thoughts. Okay. Yeah, definitely something about taking control of a situation. Taking control of a situation, but doing it with love. Like doing it from a place of deep emotional truth. And support. Like it's supportive. Okay. Ooh. It's kind of balanced on my hand. Yeah, it definitely could be some Scorpio going on somewhere for somebody. Work through your fears, new moon in Scorpio, and a time to give rather than take. I mean, this is a very giving energy, very supportive, feels supportive. Could be a situation where it's like the masculine energy, whoever that is for you, plays a more supportive role in kind of raising others up. Work through your fears, new moon in Scorpio. This card suggests a rebirth. Think of your situation as the phoenix that's rising from the ashes, as the birth, death, rebirth paradigm. That's what Scorpio energy is about. Whatever you've been through, there is a new start ahead. It may be a little dark. It almost certainly won't be rainbows and unicorns, but it will be deep and transforming. The card also suggests that if you know you are magical, then this is the time to work your magic. It can also herald the start of a sexier time if you've been experiencing something of a drought. And emotional intimacy is also on the menu. This is kind of this, isn't it? The emotional intimacy. Scorpio is the sign that likes to go deep into the body, mind, and spirit. So when this card comes up, there's nothing superficial about what's coming your way. Have some sexy time. Time to let go of a grudge you're holding. Move on from jealousy. Stop being obsessive. Could it be that you're being paranoid, make an investment? This is where I was kind of picking up a slightly obsessive energy. You know, when I said, but the devil's not here, I was kind of picking that up there. Could it be that you're being paranoid, make an investment? So I would definitely check out, if you don't know your birth chart, I would definitely go and check out and find out if you've got any Scorpio in there. Because you could be connecting with the Scorpio, but feels like the Scorpio energy is your energy, this kind of King of Cups energy, and this kind of Scorpio Emperor as well. So definitely go and check that out. New moon in Virgo, you've got 2 new moons as well, so there's definitely some kind of new cycle happening for you here, which is interesting coming from Aries, who absolutely was experiencing some kind of ending. And they had the Wheel of Fortune twice. So it's like it's happening for you to get you into a new cycle. It's going to be very beneficial, rather than it feeling like something that's happening like to you. It's like it's for you, it's not to you. And this feels like you're already one step ahead, like you've already survived the storm. When this card comes up, it's time for you to take stock of your situation. Where are you and where do you want to go? The new moon energy of the card suggests a restart, and the Virgo energy suggests that you make a restart a clever one that's simple and well organized. Virgo also has a strong health aspect to it. So if you've been unwell, this card suggests that your health is on the up. Again, this is could be mental health here because it's in your mental row. Virgo, and that was talking about paranoia as well. I was picking up paranoia energy with that Virgo full moon last week. It was not fun. Virgo loves clean eating and alternative therapies, so add these to your routines now, however you've been feeling. If a situation is blocked at the moment, it could be that you're over-analysing things, and it said don't get stuck in your head, right? The over-analysis is the bad thing that's getting you stuck. If you're over-analysing things or being too critical, it's time to ask less what someone else can do for you and think more about what you can do for others. Virgo is a very giving energy. Recommit to healthy morning and evening routines. Gradual improvements are coming. Pay attention to the detail if you want success without being pedantic. Be of service to others and love and money will follow. The person you're asking about is reliable. Okay, that thing about routines, this is part of what's really been draining me this week is, or basically since Christmas, this feeling of like, I really like routine. I like to know what I'm doing. I like to have a schedule. Because I'm not the sort of person who's good with like lists and things like that. I'm not naturally organized. So having a routine is my way of being organized. So when there's a lot of, I kind of had this thing in Aries is reading about curveballs being thrown at me. When there's a lot of curveballs, when my schedule, when my routine gets kind of thrown out of whack, it is really, really draining for me, because then I'm like, because I'm not an organized person, I start to struggle to kind of reorganize things, which is why my readings are late up, which my other videos are going up late. Yeah, this could definitely be something about re-establishing a routine. If you felt a little bit all over the place, re-establishing a routine, especially like with the people around you, okay, like your home life. If there's a lot of craziness happening in work, perhaps if you can get your home life into a balanced routine, you know, get your kids to bed at the same time every night, have a bit of a routine around that, you know, gadgets off at 8, lights off at 9, you know, that kind of thing. Having those routines helps at home, helps when things are getting a little bit crazy at work, because at least you've got your home schedule, like your sleep schedule, your food schedule, like back on track. So I hope that's really helpful for somebody. Again, leave me a like if you like, leave me a comment down below if you've got anything that you'd like to share. And yeah, thank you to everybody who's been supporting the channel. Really, honestly, I feel like you're all like this to me at the moment. You're all like the supportive kings coming to my channel right now. Thank you to the stealth watchers, because there's hours really tot up. So if you'd like to leave me a like or hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, really helps out the channel, and it's absolutely free to do. You can also hit that notification bell to know when my readings go up. And thank you all for being here today. I hope you've got something from the reading. I hope that storm passes over you and you come out and you're like, I can see the sun again, and it feels really good. It feels really warm. I feel like I'm secure. I feel like I'm stable. I feel like I can conquer the world. I want that for you. Take really good care of yourselves, and I will see you again soon. Bye, friends.